As the old saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, which can be easily said about everyone's favorite female monster ninja, Mileena. Making her first debut in Mortal Kombat 2, she's been a fan favorite beloved by many. So today, we're going to... Hang on, do you guys hear that? It's getting louder. Oh god, it's the Mileena fanbase I pissed off last time. Hey, stop. I'm actually going to cover her this time, so put away your pitchforks and please don't threaten my dogs. This episode is going to be a ranking of Mileena's finishers from worst to best. Alright, you happy? Okay, just cue the damn intro. Fight! Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. My name is Nick, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, be sure to teleport kick the subscribe button today to join the Whack Pack and to stay tuned for more Mortal content. In this episode of All Character Finishers Ranked, we'll be taking a look at Mileena, the clone princess of Katana fused with Tarkatan DNA, and the sex appeal of the series. She had a strong impact on the community and was cosplayed by many celebrities such as American wrestler Zelina Vega and rapper Megan Thee Stallion. Her crazy finishers will be ranked based on their creativity, pacing, impact on the series, and personality. Here are the rules for Kenny or Unruly's waifu. Rule number 1, brutalities, stage fatalities, and mortalities will not be included in this list. Rule number 2, fatalities from Mortal Kombat Armageddon won't count in this list. Rule number 3, the boss finisher from Shaolin Monks won't be included. Those finishers will get its own ranking soon, don't worry. And rule number 4, recreated fatalities will count as their own entry in this list. As mentioned in previous episodes, many games do something different with these classic finishers, for better or for worse, and each will count as its own on this list. Example, Mileena has several ways to eat her victim like a nice platter of chicky nuggies, so each will be ranked differently. With those rules established, grab your size, sharpen your teeth, and grab a meat snack as we rank all 15 of Mileena's fatalities across all Mortal Kombat games. Number 15. Starting things off with Mortal Kombat Deception. Many of Mileena's lower finishers on this list aren't really that good, the first one of these feeling really toned down, even for a Mortal Kombat game. Yeah, this one's kinda underwhelming. Sure, this could be a nice subtle reference to Wesley Snipes' Blade, where some people are always trying to ice skate uphill, but it could have been loads better. We've seen various ways people have had something stabbed into the opponent, and this one feels the weakest. If the sai went into the head, it would have been much better. Like the weapon Mileena just kicked, I'm just sighing at this one. Number 14. Moving into the first 3D game of the Mortal Kombat series with Mortal Kombat 4. I've kind of bashed on this game a bit for the underwhelming finishers, but for both of her finishers, each don't feel unique really to me.
Mileena wins. Fatality.
At face value, this one seems mediocre, but like Noob Saibot's MK4 finishers, this is just a ripoff of Raiko's Shuriken throw. So yeah, kind of a bummer we didn't get an updated surgery finisher. Number 13. Staying with Mortal Kombat 4 for the next entry. With many of these finishers from this game, many were recreations of the ones from the original trilogy, done in 3D because everything had to make the 3D jump. However, this one gives me some deja vu.
My leg! Mileena wins. Fatality.
It kind of feels lazy, but this one is an exact copy of her previous finisher. Instead of throwing her sai, she spits nails into the opponent. But the reason this one ranks higher than the other one is that this one is at least based off a finisher from Mortal Kombat 2, where the first one is just a ripoff of Raiko's finisher. Finally putting the nail in the coffin for MK4. Number 12. Time to revisit the PlayStation 2 era of Mortal Kombat by looking at Deception one more time. With the first finisher being a pretty big disappointment, fans had been waiting to see something based around her Tarkatan teeth. So, did we get a nice treat? To be honest, I am pretty mixed on this one. This reminds me a bit of some early 2000s action movies, as it's kinda cool but it hasn't aged the best. Nowadays, I can imagine characters like Baraka, Reptile, or even guests like Alien pulling this finisher off. For a man-eater finisher, it's okay, but not too special in the scope of deception. Of the man-eater finishers, this one bites the dust in comparison to the rest. Number 11. Inserting our coin and looking at Mileena's debut game with Mortal Kombat 2. When developing Mileena, John Tobias thought of two sisters, with one being beautiful and one that is ugly. One is good, one is evil. With this, what evil and ugly act could the bad sister pull off?
Mileena wins. Fatality.
A pretty violent, evil one. This one is one of the bloodier finishers in the whole game, and as a finisher that stands out is that not many people resorted to stabbing as a finisher. Now, the reason why I rank this one lower is that we see fighters treat stabs as minor boo-boos as the series had progressed. But I can appreciate the team paying tribute to this finisher by including it into her X-Ray from MK 2011, and as a fatal blow in Mortal Kombat 11. So yeah, having a hard time coming up with a transitional joke. Put one in the comments and we'll take a stab at it. Number 10. Let's stick with Mortal Kombat 2 for another finisher. Going back to Tobias' statement with the sisters, one is beautiful and one is ugly. Many fans would disagree and say that the palette swap ninjas are both pretty nice looking. That is until one holds high kick for 3 seconds and releases it on you, and you see the real beast come out.
Mileena wins. Fatality.
Now that's pretty tasty. The second Mileena finisher is a good reveal to showcase her Tarkatan half for the first time. A pretty cool reveal with a cheesy effect and capping it off by spitting out some clean bones. This finisher would later be referenced in numerous titles, ranging from MKX to MK11. It's a savory finisher with impact. Number 9. Time to finally take a look at Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mileena's second playable appearance. For many of the characters coming right from Mortal Kombat 2, the team recreated their finishers with the new engine. It's a hit or miss for me personally, but I do appreciate this version of Maneater.
Mileena wins.
And that's what happens when you mess with your very hangry waifu. This one provides more gore and blood as it includes loose body parts such as 4 arms and 12 skulls, because that totally makes sense. This is the minor reason I included this over the original one. Number 8. Finally taking a look at Mortal Kombat X. In previous videos, the classic finishers have been ranked pretty low on these lists. But for once, a classic one will get some praise from me today. Coming in at number 8, we have the Maneater remake. Whereas the other ones felt like the old finishers with less flair, this one adds one detail over the original. In older finishers, I always thought they spit them out, but this one implies she's vomiting out the opponent. It's kinda gross, but neat and simple. Number 7. Let's finish off Mortal Kombat 3, the game that introduced many wacky and crazy finishers. Of the goofy ones, this one just nails the tone and the humor for me. At number 7, we have Spitting Nails. Very reminiscent of something like Looney Tunes, but bloody. Kinda like a Corridor Digital, we made something R-rated. This one has impact, and it was referenced in MK11 as a brutality and came back to be one of the remade finishers in Mortal Kombat 4. Guess you could say this has been nailed into Mileena's legacy. Number 6. Coming in at number 6, we have the first of Mileena's finishers from the 2011 reboot. Wanting to focus on the deadly and sexy side of the character, this first finisher showcases both of her core values. Named after a Valentine's Day tradition, we have Be Mine. This one has some good pacing and incorporates a few of Mileena's characteristics. The Psy throw followed with a seductive walk, the head rip and eating the face like a watermelon. It's a good finisher with a great mix of ingredients. Number 5. Moving on to our second finisher from the reboot for our 5th spot. Where the first one showcased the sweet but savage side of her, this one got creative by making the opponent half the man they used to be. Our fifth spot goes to Rip Off. A pretty disturbing way to go by being pinned to the ground then being ripped in half. Sure, Kira from Deception did this a while back, but I always felt this was a better fit for Mileena. When Mileena pulls out the sai, you knew trouble was afoot. Number 4. Finally taking a look at Mileena's latest appearance with Mortal Kombat 11. With the fans requesting her to make an appearance and to finally see her revealed as a Kombat Pack 2 character, many people were spinning out of control. So I guess she thought it'd be funny if we acted how we did at her reveal. Spinning out of control takes the 4th spot, a finisher that'll make any blue hedgehog laugh. A creative way to take the ball roll special move and turn it into a fatality. Add on some sai action and top spinning speeds and you get one memorable finisher. This is how Mileena rolls. Number 3. Taking the bronze medal comes from Mortal Kombat X. With Mileena's redesign giving her a much larger mouth and her gameplay focusing on her sai, we were anticipating a great mix of the two. Taking the 3rd spot is Face Feast, a cool way to eat the opponent's head. Stabbing the head to plop it off and then to chew it on it like an apple is just awesome. It's another simple finisher with good pacing and leaves you craving for more. Number 2. Our runner-up comes from Mortal Kombat 11. With the Gore-Tex system, the team was able to do many crazy things for the fatalities. With this tech, we got one of our most innovative finishers. Taking the silver medal is Violent Delights. Similar to Be Mine, this incorporates many of Mileena's characteristics to be impactful. The fear the opponent gives after being licked, to the evisceration, then shoving the hand into the open hole to the face, and ending it all by ripping the face out. It's extremely gross and disturbing, but let's face it, this one just kicks ass. Number 1. Reaching our number 1 spot comes from Mortal Kombat X. We've seen many finishers focus on the sexy with a monstrous twist, but what if we got to see Mileena at her most savage? I present to you Tasty Treat.
Mileena wins. Fatality.
Reacting to how a mukbanger would eat a platter full of chicken nuggets, we've got our top spot. This is one of the most disturbing ways to go in Mortal Kombat history. Having some monster rip your guts apart is bad enough, but trying to evade it makes it worse by splitting yourself in half. We rarely see the opponent try to defend themselves in finishers, and this one stands out for that reason. With the focus on the animal inside, the gross out sound effects, great pacing, and multiple other factors, this is what makes Tasty Treat the number 1 Mileena fatality of all time. So there's my ranking of every Mileena finisher ranked worst to best. Which Mileena finisher was your favorite and which one was your least favorite? Be sure to put yours in the comment section down below and I'll surely get back to you. As always, my list isn't the definitive list, it's just mine and I would love to hear yours. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. At the time of this recording, we're sitting at nearly 13,580 subscribers. Let's get ourselves to 25,000 by the end of the year and I'll figure out a milestone video or something like that. Your support means so much to this channel and it's what keeps it going. Be sure to stay tuned in the community tab for more hints and teases for the next video. It'll be another guest character ranking video for a fighting game series many have wanted you to see covered on this channel. I hope you're as excited as I am for some killer carnage. As always, thank you very much for tuning into this video. My name is Nick, and remember to have an amazing day. Bye all.